This is Barry Heads with Sharp Counsel. Blessings to you all. Today's Sharp Snippet will be targeted on renewing the mind. That's what we'll call the Sharp Snippet, renewing the mind. I want to go over a definition or give you the definition of that word renew, which means to restore to freshness, to make like new, to cause to appear in a new form. I found that definition on the internet. I'll repeat it: to restore to freshness, to make like new, to cause to appear in a new form. I also looked up the etymology of the word. The first part of the word renew, means again, and newen is the second part of the word, means to resume or revive. So when we put that together, the etymology comes out to be to resume again or to revive again. And this word renew is a verb, which connotes action. The connotation is action, not waiting, not pandering, but action. The word is a verb. To renew is a verb. It's an action. When we talk about renewing the mind, it's a daily necessity for everyone, but especially leaders. Um, Take the case of Jeff Bezos. In Jeff Bezos' letters to shareholders, I'd encourage you to read that. He actually has a book, but I'd encourage you to read it. He writes, and at the end of quite a few of those letters to shareholders, it's always day one. That's what he writes at the end of his letters. It's always day one in terms of his company. And I've thought long and hard about that. I have that posted in my house. It's always day one because it's such a profound statement. Short, simple, but it's a profound statement because laziness and complacency ruins us. It's always day one if you're a leader. It's always day one, whether you're working at a nonprofit or a restaurant or a Fortune 500 company. It's always day one. I want to tell you a little story. I started working on cars with my uncle when I was about 16 or 17 years old. I don't do it so much anymore, but he taught me a lot about cars in my 16th and 17th year on this planet. And I got to see a lot of different things. I got to go to auctions and car shows, et cetera, et cetera. But one thing I noticed was when cars were taken into factories after they'd been on the road for 20, 30, 40 years, they were either crushed and turned into junk or melted down and turned into junk. And I noticed that when metal is crushed or it goes through that melting process, it's basically renewed. The car is just a junk of plastic and metal, okay, and pieces of equipment. It, Once it's melted down, it's then renewed and used again by companies. And these companies make a profit. And not only that, they please their customers by renewing an old product that's probably been on the road for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. They take this old junk, they put it through a process, and then they renew it. And not only do they get profits, but their customers are very pleased with the new product. So we must continue to renew our minds. It's one of our most important faculties. Don't let one of your most important gifts, your most important faculties go to waste. So we renew, we renew, we renew, we renew. I want to remind you, we renew through reading, sometimes through conflict, our failures, meditation, conferences, and so many more other ways. So make sure you renew your mind. Best of luck. This is Barry Heads with Sharp Counsel. Take care.